Hi everyone, my name is Williams and I am an illustrator and comic artist from Italy. And you can find my story or see in the Crash Anthology. I work mainly in animation, even though I started working in the comic industry as well since 2 years now. I have a comic that it's about to debut for Bob Publishing. It's called Gatti and should be out in a month and a half. And I basically grew up drawing like everyone. I never really went to a school to study art properly. I'm a self-taught artist. Although I've studied like graphic design, which is something that helped me, even though it wasn't like specific to the thing that I was interested in. I was able to take a lot of stuff that I'm even using right now as a comic artist and comic designer. The first thing that I ever got published was a comic book, an anthology that I did with a friend of mine. And it was back to 2020, I think. I mean, I was younger. I don't want to say super young, but I was younger, and I was definitely more immature as an artist. So I can like watching it now, I can really see how far I went from there. But yeah, it was my first publication. It was very random for me because I was never like even right now, I'm not sure of what I want to do as an artist. I just know that I like to draw, and I just hope that people pays me to do it. So this is what I've been doing so far. And yeah, so I started with that comic book, and after that I just kept drawing, and then I started working as a character designer for Netflix, Disney, Nickelodeon, and other clients like that. And then after that, I started working on Gatti, which is my next comic book, and it's also the first big like graphic novel that I ever worked on, so it's very important to me. The story basically it's inspired from my real life because all the main characters are based on my best friends from high school, which were like very important to me at the time, even now, but specifically when I was going to high school, that really changed my experience there for the better. And yeah, when I had the chance to write a story about something that was important to me, that was the first thing that came to my mind because I love my friends. And I think it was a great way to celebrate love and all the things that I'm passionate about. I wouldn't have a specific name to my style because personally, I know that a lot of artists are concerned about having a style, but me personally, it's kind of scary to me thinking that I have to have this specific style because it will mean that I have to constrain myself in having like in doing things in a specific way, which I don't like. Like right now, of course, I have a style, but it's just because it's like the mix of all the things that I like. In 3 years, I will liking got new stuff, so hopefully my style will change. I wouldn't like it to be the same as now. But if I had to describe it, I would say very shape based. I feel like I'm very blocky with my shapes. I like to not exaggerate them, but make them very clear, almost geometric sometimes. I like playing with lights. Lights and shadows are something that I used to emphasize the feeling that I'm trying to convey. It is something that I do like. And also color. I think that color is my stronger quality as an artist right now because I feel like great color and storytelling is all I personally need to tell a great story, And talking about story, going back to Gatti, when I was going to high school, as a free person, it's always hard to imagine yourself having friends without being judged or without them questioning your identity. And if on top of that, you're Black, it's something that can really like make you feel the pressure, So for me, being able to not have to worry about that much when I was in school was something that afterwards I realized was very important to me. Because I feel like even though the friends that I had were like straight and cis and everything, I never really of course I had bad experiences sometimes like everybody, but it was never something that stressed me. And yeah, I'm very grateful for that. And me personally, like, as for now, when I think about the art that I want to make, I just want to celebrate the people that make me happy, And yeah, I do love to make actually dramatic stuff, but it's always in the perspective where I can actually put the light on the people that matter to me, So yeah, even if my story probably gonna make you cry, I feel like it's a good cry, You cry because you care about the people that you have in your life, and that's what I'm trying to. The comic I made with Crash is named 4C, which is like, I don't know if you know, but people with curly hair, curly hair generally are classified as being classified, and black people mostly have 4C hair, which is a type of very coily and curly hair. So I decided to call my comic 4C because something that is very like used as a metaphor in the comic book is hair. The character try to express himself through the hair that he wears. And yeah, the story is basically it's about two friends that see each other for the first time after one of them, Aaron, left the church, and they met again because one of the aunties of the church passed away, basically, and so they see each other for the first time. And so I was trying to capture the moment where you're still grieving, of course, but also you're seeing somebody that you haven't seen in the longest, and also you owe them a lot of explication about why you left and everything. And so I was really trying to capture humans at their best and worst too, because that's really what I care about. And also the story is something that is very close to me, because I feel like, especially when you grow up being black and queer, like Christianity most of the time, or even religion generally, is something that it's very present in your life. And when at a certain point, you often have to choose between yourself and a religion. And I wanted to tackle that because I feel like for most people, it's a very easy choice. Most people say, of course, I'm gonna choose myself. But at the same time, yourself is being Christian too, or being Muslim too, So I just want out to show that it's not as easy as it seems, because these are both sides of your identity, especially when you are a minority. Even though it shouldn't be true, you become your identity, You identify with being queer much more than you identify with being just a person, if that makes sense. In my opinion, as of right now, some family is my community, and my community are my friends and the people that I love. So when I think about choosing family, the only people that come to my mind are really my friends, who are like family, who hurts me like family, but also make me feel loved. One of the main things that I focused on for this comic book was color. One of my favorite parts, it's when they have a fight and it's during the nighttime. And so you can really see the mood shifting from like almost daylight to very dark blue colors. I feel like it really helped try to convey the emotion that I wanted the reader to feel, which is sadness, confusion, sorrow. And yeah, I just was really trying to put myself in that, in that space. I mean, I've been there before, but I was trying to put myself in it again and try to show to people how it really feels. And I feel like being able to use color to like create my own reality in the comic book, it's the best way to shape book. I feel it. So yeah, if you like sad stuff, go read my comic book.